isn't the right thing to do. And how can I ever change things that I feel? If I could, maybe I'd give you my word.
Hi everyone, welcome to my weekly messages. I'm Jalailah Starr. Today the topic is, we teach them how to treat us. Think about that. Anytime that we have a codependent situation going on where we feel like we're giving, but getting nothing that we want back, and then we get angry with the other person and say that they're inconsiderate and selfish and they don't care, we really have to look at that. I'll give you a classic example. I have a good friend named Terry, and Terry has 3 sons. One of her sons lives in town and is married, and they have a little boy. Well, Terry tends to spend way too much time at their house, not only taking care of her grandson, but also cleaning their house, buying groceries, doing all these things. And I said to her, why? Why do you do this? Why do you keep doing this if it makes you unhappy? For example, she came home the other night and called me and complained the fact that they got these tickets to the ball game and they were going to go, and they just expected her to drop everything to come over and take care of their son and to spend the night so that they could stay out late and party afterwards, when she wanted to get up the next day and go to the gym. Well, she was angry that they didn't come home at a decent time, and therefore she was expected to stay there at their house, and she didn't want to. She didn't bring any clothes or anything to stay, but they just expected it. So she was telling me all about this, and I just listened to her, and I finally said, Terry, you taught them how to treat you. She's like, what? I said, yeah, you taught them over the years that their needs come first and yours mean nothing. So if you, and this is just the way we were taught as women. We were taught to give, and hope and pray that we will do it well enough that our family will be so grateful that they'll figure out what we want and give it back to us. So in that situation, the fact that you dropped everything, ran over there, and took care of their son, you expected them to come home at a decent time so that you could go home and, go to bed at a decent hour. Well, I said, you have taught them over the years that they don't have to expect that. You have taught them that you will drop everything and run over there, and you will spend the night even when it's inconvenient for you because their needs come first. You taught them to receive. You didn't teach them how to give. And it's like the light bulb went off in her head. She goes, you're right. She says, I have spent my life raising these boys and my husband, and I have given them and given to them and given to them and did not ask for anything in return. I said, exactly. I said, so you can be mad at them, but the fact is that you taught them how to treat you. So she finally got it. I said, so she says, well, then how do I do this? I said, well, let's go back to this situation that you were just in. I said, first of all, you have to realize you have a right to your own needs, and that you have a right to speak up and negotiate for those needs. So in this situation, when they call you up and say, hey, Mom, we have these tickets. We would like to go to the game. Can you come and take care of Johnny, little Johnny? That is your time to speak up and say, okay, if you're willing to do it, if you've got nothing else going on, sure, but under one condition. And that is that you come home by 11 o'clock because I'm going home. I'm not staying the night. I said, so what that requires is that A, you're willing to speak up and know that you have a right to speak up and ask for something in return, and a condition that works for you. And B, that you say it in a way that lets them know it's not up for bargaining. So instead of saying, I need to go home, or I want to go home, you say, I'm going home. So that means you're claiming that right. You're not asking their permission to claim the right. You're claiming the right. She's like, okay, I get it. So number one, I have a right to speak up and ask for what I want. I don't have to just always drop everything and do whatever they want however long what they want me to. But I also need to claim my right to have that request or that condition met. I go, yeah, that's right. She says, okay, I'm going to do that the next time. So moral of the story is, if you have family members or anybody that is being disrespectful and inconsiderate, remember, you can be mad at them, but you taught them how to treat you. So now you just need to teach them how to treat you differently. So number one, know you have a right to make conditions about anything that you give, and two, that you claim your right to have those by saying, not that I need to or want to, but this is what I'm going to do. Hopefully this will help any of you who are going through those struggles, because once you realize that, it can stop a lot of conflict and a lot of arguments, just being able to own and claim your right to be for you, so that you teach them how to treat you in a good way. Take care, have a great week, and I'll talk to you next week. Bye-bye.